looks like he...
I gave myself the balding man haircut. It is what it is. Time to expand my collection of hats, perhaps. The eclipse. It's happening. We're almost there, we're almost there. We see the shadows, we see the shadows.
Look at the sun! Guys! It's getting dark really fast. Where? Look! Woohoo! It's the sun setting!
Let's hit it!
Oh my god!
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Whoa! Guys, look at the sun! It's completely covered! Oh, the diamond ring! The diamond ring is starting! It's the Death Star! The diamond ring is starting, guys!
When is it not?
There's still people.
Here comes back.
The snakes! The snakes!
Look for the snakes.
Are here.
You're right.
There they are, the snakes. I don't know if the video will pick them up. You can see
Yeah,
them.
there they are.
There's ripples in the shadows. That's so awesome.
Snakes!
All right, let the traffic begin. Traffic apocalypse. It's getting brighter by the second. You can feel it.
And warmer.
School's coming back into session in a few weeks, and I'm here at the playground. We're registering this week for kids to come back. Gonna get some new students. I've been thinking all summer about goals. What's better, to have a goal or to have a habit? Can you do one without the other? There's a bunch of habits that I've been sort of meaning to acquire for several years. Speaking Spanish, being more fit, eating better, reading more books instead of watching TV. So the question is, how do we get there? Part of what makes these videos so hard to make, besides the fact that I don't really think in a verbal way, I think more in a visual diagrams, drawings, is that I think about stuff for a long time. I find myself on repeat a lot. I find myself on repeat a lot of the time. For example, the list I made for the Father's Day video, I saw it again the other day. I'm making the list again. Be strong, don't leave, stop proving, and find purpose. So those four things are critical for so much more than fatherhood. And it's four things that we need to teach our kids, but it's also things we really need to support our marriage, to overcome the obstacles that invariably come as part of just living together. Be strong, don't leave, stop proving, and find a purpose. Our kids' memories of their childhood are going to come down to lots of like events, right? A lot of what I remember about my childhood are just key events. But the trick is, as parents, we don't know which ones will stick. What's more important than the little things they remember as they've grown up are the things they believe deep down about themselves and others. Those are things that you build inside of them by creating a stable and safe home for them to live in, where they feel cared for and challenged. I want to take you through a couple things that we're going to talk about as a staff when we come back, as far as getting ourselves set up to have a great year supporting kids to learn and to grow in their classrooms. I've already taken you through in this channel a lot of the concepts that are built in here, although we haven't spent a ton of time on power struggling, and it's something I want to get to more in the coming weeks. When you're in a power struggling mindset, you have a deliberate effort to control others. It's no longer just subconscious. You're seeking to control yourself and others in ways that are incredibly unhealthy and separate you from true connection. It's a pendulum that swings back and forth, where you blame yourself and you blame others. But since it's the beginning of the year, I want to remind you of a few things. This is what we emphasize as a staff, and I want you to try it at home. Behavior standards just means what you expect. Teach what you expect before you go into each activity. Remember that impulsive behavior is not choice behavior, and don't treat it like that. They're different. We praise hard work and kindness instead of smart kids or creative or even talented. We focus on what kids do to make themselves better, to work harder. Remember that if they can, they should. There's way too many adults in kids' lives who are doing the things for them that they should be doing for themselves. Remember that independence and overcoming obstacles is the key to genuine confidence. At the heart of all of this is the question of whether your purpose is to be someone great or to do good work that has a purpose greater than yourself. We choose to do good work. We want to make risk-taking the heart of learning. That when kids make mistakes in front of everyone, it's okay. In fact, it's celebrated. That's the kind of home you should build. It's the kind of classroom that we work very hard to create, and it's not easy. But the more that the teacher is willing to take risks and fail in front of their students, the more they'll take to heart this idea that risk-taking is the heart of learning. It's also the heart of a healthy home. Arguing equals removal is fundamental for classrooms because kids arguing with teachers in the classroom is almost always done for the sake of the audience, their classmates. At home, it doesn't quite work that way, but removing someone from an argument is a really healthy way to let them calm down and you reflect on what is your priorities and how to solve the problem together. Lastly, we want to triangulate expectations and rewards. What that means is that you make the expectations separate from you or your child. It forms a triangle where the consequences and the rewards that they receive for their behavior, either good or bad, is completely separate from you. And therefore, you're not punishing them. In fact, you're just enforcing what's already been established. It makes a triangle.